this short video, we're going to continue the series around Power BI licensing, focusing on licensing Power BI Report Server and Power BI Embedded. My name is Vicky Lee, an independent Microsoft licensing expert, and I'll be taking you through this session today. As we saw on the first Power BI video, there are a range of options available when licensing Power BI. First of all, we have Power BI Desktop. This allows users to download and use the desktop application to connect to data, create visualizations, reports, and dashboards. And there's no license required for a user to download and use this tool. Then we have the Power BI free license. And here, a user with a free license can only use the online Power BI service to connect to data and create reports and dashboards in My Workspace for their own consumption. They can't share content with others or publish content to other workspaces. Then we have Power BI Pro, which is licensed via a user subscription license. And here there's a monthly cost per user, and it's available as a standalone license, but is also included in Office 365 E5 and Microsoft 365 E5. And this is required for users who are going to be sharing content, but also for those who consume the shared content. So to highlight what I've just said, a license is needed to share and consume shared Power BI content. The main license needed is the Power BI Pro license. However, there are other options available, some of which we'll look at in this video. And then we have Power BI Mobile, which gives us free apps for iOS and Android. However, the consumers of the reports do need a Power BI Pro license. And when someone looks at a report, they can annotate and they can send it on to someone else if they want. And if that person has a Power BI Pro license, they can click on the embedded link to view the whole report. The Power BI service is an online service. So when you share reports, they will be shared via that online service. However, Power BI Report Server allows you to distribute reports in an on-premises infrastructure rather than using the online Power BI service if that's your preference, meaning that the reports stay within the boundaries of your organization's infrastructure. Now, Power BI Report Server isn't a product that you can buy. Rather, you get the rights to it either via the Power BI Premium P SKUs, as a software assurance benefit with SQL Server Enterprise Edition core licenses, or as a right that you get if you purchase a server subscription to SQL Server Enterprise cores via CSP. When using Report Server, you can choose to deploy Power BI Report Server either on your own hardware or in an Azure virtual machine. And the rule is that you can deploy the product on as many cores as you have underlying licenses for. So for example, if I was licensed for 2 Power BI Premium P1 nodes, each supported by 8 cores, I would be licensed to deploy report server instances on up to 16 cores in total. And from a licensing perspective, a Power BI Pro license is required to publish Power BI reports from the Power BI desktop to the Power BI report server and to further distribute to users on premises. But no additional licenses are required to consume the Power BI reports that have been published on Power BI report server. The last part of our story is to consider the Power BI embedded apps. Have a look here. We can see an app that helps with insurance claims management. On their home screen, you can see their process for uploading a claim. And then when you click on the dashboard, you can see that Power BI has been embedded into this application to help users make quick decisions about their insurance claims. So Power BI Embedded is all about ISVs embedding Power BI as part of their app. So let's find out more. Power BI Embedded is intended for ISVs or application developers who are building applications and want to embed visuals into those applications and web portals to help their customers make decisions without building an analytic solution from the ground up. It's sold as A SKUs in a similar way to the Power BI Premium SKUs, where you can choose the capacity that suits your needs. But how is it sold? Well, it is an Azure consumption service, which means that the billing is hourly based on the number of minutes the service is running, and that the service can be paused when it's not in use. Capacity can be scaled up and down as needed based on demand in order to optimize cost, and the billing will be through an Azure subscription. So these SKUs are available through an enterprise agreement, through CSP or Web Direct. And from a licensing perspective, it's a familiar story. A Power BI Pro license is required for publishing content, but no extra licenses are required for the content consumers in the app. That concludes this short video. Thank you very much for watching. If you require any more information around Power BI, please do contact TD SYNNEX.